as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on 4th down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it and just gifting your opponent great field position.
Makes the grab close to the logo. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quickly complete. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Grab behind the line, it's Hale. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Hale. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back doesn't.
Touchdown, Bama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to pass, it's Sayin. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The give from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Got it back on 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Ohio State! Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Fears the pressure. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this 2nd half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, and they tried the surprise onside to start the 2nd half. And this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tie football game. Maybe trying to jumpstart yourself, but I tell you what, now you've put your defense in a bind. Let's see how they respond.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Love those guys. Get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to take off. At the 45 on his way. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Right down the middle. He's got it. First down and more. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Makes the catch. It's Tate. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
To the air, it's Sayin. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
With the catch, it's Jackson. Runs through the tackle. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Here comes the heat. They're setting up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Looking to fire. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Forced out of the pocket. He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. Touchdown, Ohio State. They take the lead with the 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Quickly complete. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Caught near the sticks. It's Hale. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Got the quick pass. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat lines, right? Like, a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
To the air on first down. Punts it out of the air. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. On the move at the 30. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The AT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Caught in the backfield, it's Hale. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
What a play by the defense. I'll tell you, every time that guy gets the ball in space, the entire stadium holds their breath because of his game-changing speed. That is an outstanding job of an open field tackle in a 2-minute situation with the lead.
Stands in and takes the hit. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Back to pass, it's Simpson. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The give is to Miller. Finding an escape route. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. He's looking to throw. Oh, it's tipped near the goal line.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Trying to get the corner. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. 4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. They're just trying to rub it in. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams.